It was a quiet Sunday afternoon in a small suburban neighborhood where trees swayed in the breeze and children's laughter echoed off wooden fences. In one of those tidy backyards, 7-year-old Liam was playing with a toy plane, throwing it up into the sky and watching it spiral clumsily back to Earth. He loved watching things fly: birds, insects, airplanes. The sky, to him, was a magical place. That's why it felt so strange, so wrong, when he looked toward the fence and saw something on the grass that didn't belong. At first, he thought it was a clump of feathers, but it wasn't still. It was moving, barely. Liam crept closer, heart fluttering. A buzzmo, brown, tremblingly awkwardly against the ground. One wing jutted out at an unnatural angle, bent and blue. Its chest heaved with rapid, shallow breaths, and its eyes flicked up to Liam with a mixture of terror and pain. The boy froze. He was just a kid, but somehow he knew this wasn't normal. This bird wasn't just resting, it was broken, and it was dying. Mama, Liam screamed, tears already forming as he crouched beside the injured bird. "Mama, come quick!" His mother came running, alarmed by the fear in his voice. When she saw what Liam was kneeling beside, her face soft. "Oh, sweet heart," she said gently, placing a hand on his back. "It's hurt really badly. Is it gonna die?" Liam asked, his voice cracking. He was crying now, huge, helpless sobs rolling down his cheeks. "Please don't let it die, Mama, please." She looked at the bird, barely moving, and her heart sank. It didn't look good. But then she looked at her son, so desperate, so devastated over a creature he didn't even know, and she couldn't just turn away. "Let's get it inside," she said. "We'll try." "Okay." Carefully, she fetched an old shoebox, lined it with a soft towel, and gently lifted the tiny body into it. The bird didn't resist. It was too weak. Liam sat beside the box, watching, sniffling, whispering promises. "We're gonna help you. You're not alone, I promise." They called the nearest wildlife rehab center, but it was closed until morning. The vet emergency line offered advice. Keep the bird warm, quiet, and safe. No food or water yet. Don't try to move the wing. Let it rest. Liam barely slept that night. He curled up in a sleeping bag next to the shoebox, whispering to the little creature as it dozed in and out of consciousness. Morning came slowly, and with it, a tiny flicker of movement. The bird opened its eyes fully. It chirped once, weakly. Liam sat up, hopeful. "You're still here," he whispered. His mother drove him to the rehab center the moment it opened. The wildlife rehabilitator took one look at the bird and nodded grimly. "Broken wing, likely a sparrowhawk. These little ones are tough, but the injury is bad. If we're lucky, it can heal with a brace. But if the bone's shattered, well, birds don't survive long with one wing." Liam looked like he might cry again, but the woman gently placed a hand on his shoulder. "We'll try. You gave it a chance. That matters more than you know." The next few days were filled with anxious waiting. Liam visited the center every afternoon after school, always carrying something for the bird of feather he found. A tiny drawing, once even a folded paper airplane. The rehabilitator, named Sarah, began to grow fond of the boy. She showed him how she changed the bird's bandage, how she cleaned the wound and fed it by hand. Liam watched everything, his eyes wide with wonder and fear. He named the bird Brave weeks past. Brave survived the first critical days. The wing was badly broken, but not beyond repair. Sarah fitted a tiny splint and changed it regularly. Liam never missed a visit. He read to Brave, sang songs in a whisper, told him about the clouds and trees and the way the sky looked at sunset. Brave began to perk up. He chirped when Liam entered the room. He tilted his head toward his voice. Something deep and beautiful began to form between them, a bond beyond language or reason. Brave's feathers grew back. His appetite returned. The splint was removed after 6 weeks. Sarah placed him in a small flight cage for the first time, unsure if he'd ever lift off again. Liam stood outside the bars, holding his breath. Brave hopped once, twice, then fluttered just a few inches. He tried again, gliding from one perch to the other. It wasn't graceful, but it was flight. Sarah turned to Liam and smiled. Your tears saved him. You know that, right? Most people would have walked right past. Liam looked up, blinking. He was scared. I could feel it. Brave continued to improve. He would never be a perfect flyer again, but he could survive. And when the day came winter, I said it was time to let him go, Liam. Heart broke all over again. They returned to the same backyard where it all began. The sun was shining. The sky was endless. Sarah opened a small crate, and Brave stepped out, blinking into the light. He looked back at Liam one last time. Just a heartbeat, and then, with a flurry of wings, he lifted into the sky. He didn't soar, but he flew. Liam watched until the bird vanished into the trees. He stood there silently for a long time, eyes wide, heart aching with both joy and sadness. Goodbye, Brave, he whispered. That night, Liam sat at the window, watching the stars. He kept a feather Brave had dropped, placing it gently in a small glass jar on his nightstand. It was his reminder that even small hands, even tear-streaked cheeks, could change the world. Because sometimes the greatest rescues begin with heartbreak, and sometimes a bird with a broken wing just needs someone to cry for them first. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe our channel.